Welcome back, everybody. Not only are we back, it's the water. The water's still here. I've been thinking about the water. We came down a slope that is probably less steep than our usual. The tractor slope. Here's the wizard shadow for you. The tractor slope is right over there. This was way more looser. It definitely felt like you were on the verge of plummeting. The G-Wagon, Jade the G-Wagon, is back on the 2.2s because, okay, this all gets a little confused and conflated because when we did the Bruce overhaul program, all filmed basically in 2 sessions, staggered out over like 4 episodes, staggered over however many episodes it is. We had to custom out his inserts. Hopefully that episode will be up prior to this one, so it'll make a little bit of sense. So I tested the silicone glue. Hopefully you've already seen it. Hopefully this comes out in the correct order. So what I did is I took the 575 big Injora silicones, which are useless for 575s because they're too heavy. And I cut the outer portion of them off and I glued them to the red ones that are in there because basically nothing wants to fill the listed as 476 but is actually 5-inch tall Trepador. And they fit pretty great. He did really great last week on those. So what was left behind was the inner of those 575s. And if you're searching for an insert to fit your 2.2 4.65-inch tall tire that is also relatively wide, they're wider than the Treps, it's almost perfect. Trimmed them up with some scissors, threw them in there. They mounted up great. Hopefully we don't pop any beads. We are cam cooler fitted, and I need to mention this while it is still fresh in my mind. Let's get a decent cruise velocity going. Last week we overcorrected. We did not know the capabilities nor the capacities of the cam cooler, so I turned everything off on the GoPro, right? Including if there's only one thing you leave on the GoPro. If you scale everything down, there is one factor you have to leave on, and that is hyper smooth. If you turn off hyper smooth, your life will be a path of regrets. Because ordinarily the edit for Wheelin Wednesday, it's not remarkably arduous. It's not too difficult of an edit. But this one took hours and hours and hours because the computing power was being dominated by post-production stabilization. It didn't even work great. It basically just crops frame in an effort to reduce jiggle. And it took, that full process was probably running for like 4 hours. Okay, what?
Ew.
I thought that was sand. That's not sand.
It's moving.
It is moving. It's moving ever so slowly.
That's really gross. Touch it.
No, thank you.
You might turn into something. No, I meant with your finger.
Ooh! There's no way I'm touching that with my finger. Like watch it float away.
I double dog dare you.
You'd have to go to the triple dog dare and it's still not going to work. That does raise concerns about, I mean, you can see the depositional, oh, it looks like Jabba the Hutt. Ooh, yummy. Hey, we're only walking in it. It's fine. The wife is thinking, you might be walking in it. I ain't touching that water again. The foam pile. So, I learned, run the stabilization. So we will not achieve my mentioned wish of last week, which is, can we just come out here for a Wheelin Wednesday? Okay, whatever dog was out here was, oh,
run.
You just missed them. The foam balls were coming. Bruce is just heading off on his own. Whatever dog was out here, let me see, I'm gonna let Bruce run on his own. Look at these. These look like bomb craters. These are the footfalls of what I presume is a dog. Here they are. Look at these.
Oh, there's more foam balls.
Where?
It just passed.
Oh, I missed them. Keep your eye out for foam balls. Ooh, little deep spot right there.
Wow. They're more like foam discs. Maybe somebody's doing laundry upstream.
Usually foam like that is proteins, which doesn't make me feel any better.
You know when you clean the cars, you're still gonna touch it.
Okay, that looks like, that's foam, that's foam. That's not sand. That's foam. First one to run through foam loses, I guess. I think that's foam. It really does look like just like a little tuft of sand. It is not sand.
I am not gonna be able to tell.
It's perfectly sand colored. Jeez, when you see rocks, you start to go, oh boy. Look, actual rocks. This water's actually moving with some decent velocity. And we're heading upstream. The water actually ended,
That's foam.
well, goes to ground just after where we started, about 30 feet downstream.
Oh, that's deep.
Testing out the fenders. So when I took the tutus apart, when I took Jade's shoes apart, as I had mentioned mere moments ago, inserts specific to that tire, the Canyon RT, are certainly few and far between. So they just had stock foams in them. It wasn't a complete horror show because it hadn't had that many trips through water, but the smell was enhanced. Life. And the insides of the tires had a far greater level of sand intrusion than one who would have guessed. All right, Bruce, hold please. I didn't think about you in your what do you got, Asics?
Yeah.
I mean, I can just do this. My shoes are waterproof.
Well, isn't that nice for you?
Oh, she's going for a hop skibbity.
What else am I gonna do? Gonna get a wet foot is what I'm gonna do.
You want me to take the radio?
What am I gonna fall?
No. Oh, she made it easy. What were we worried about? There's a new tributary forming. It's branching off the main stream. 10th scale water. Oh, and Bruce also sporting his white spare.
Oh, I like it.
Little canyon. Now, I saw this when we were leaving last time, because we exited out through this. I was like, oh, the water coming down has carved full-on canyons. I want to go to there. So I am quite thankful that we got out here this week and it's still here. Oh, we got some fording going now.
There's so much sun coming off the water.
Yeah, it is. It's very bright if you look that way.
Oh, the canyons are cool.
That's pretty deep. That's some swift water. I'm not going out into that deepest portion over there. That looks like a proper rapid. All right, we stay to the inside. I can't believe it, man. We are fully summer. It is still about our usual time out here. The air temperature feels like a lie because it says, oh, it's only this warm. And you're like, says you, pal. The sun is typically Southern California summer murderous.
Ooh, this should be your thumbprint right here.
That's, ooh, big chunks of the wall keep getting undercut.
This is
Look at
cool.
this.
Look at how windy it is.
Neat.
That's really neat. This looks realistic
Yeah.
for their scale.
This is a 10th scale river. Really rushing. We're starting to get the sound of the water. Bruce heading out. All right, here we go. Some green stuff going by. I'm gonna stay over there. Yeah. I see a flat coming up ahead. Look at that. Yeah, that water's a little on the swift side for what I like to drive into, I think. So, we are counting on you, Cam Cooler, to do the heavy lifting. Water was much deeper pretty recently. Honestly, from my dim recollection, uh-oh. All right. So we've got a cliff wall up on that side. That's above the hood. And then if we come up this way, we've got to do that water's moving so fast. Jade's going for the escape route. All right, let me see if I can help out. I got some weight to throw at it. Teamwork. Hold on, let me line up a little straighter. There, I'm on the bumper now. No, she's dug it. All right, now if you back out of it and try to go it again, see if we cleared it down enough.
All the way out?
Yeah, just a little bit further. Then kind of go try to go straight at the route you had before.
Easier said than done.
There you go.
No, she's stuck again.
All right, let me, oh, I forgot. You know what I just remembered, everybody? The boots.
Well, it's not that big of a jump.
There we go. The foot of the FOG is here. We'll make a, all right, see if that's wide enough. There we go. How about the big boy? Someone said that they were yelling for air down. I wish I could air Bruce down. Oh, look at these. Yeah.
So we're going to that side, or should I stay over here?
I would say we should stay on this side. We might have to cross over higher up. Shout out Columbia, not sponsored. Boy, even of all the things we do, Canon camera #1. Shout out Canon camera. I will take the Canon sponsorship. Second to that, Columbia Sportswear. They make a fine product. I'm wearing their shoes. I love them. They actually sell 14s. It's great. They give me the ability to walk through this stream and forget that the life does not have the ability to walk through this stream.
Well, a little warning would have been nice. I do have shoes that
she does have
could have worked.
Waterproofy shoes. Ooh, don't. I do have this fear though, so I'm
Oh! And Bruce is down.
Bruce is worse than down.
Oh, Cameron.
All of the electronics are now full of water. So you see the water pouring out of the door.
Oh, Bruce will be fine.
No, probably not.
Well, let's get him moving. Get the water out.
Colin is now very wet.
We've been in water before.
No, not sideways. All the LEDs appear to still be on, so we're still good there. Maybe should have crossed over. We still got headlights? I can't tell. Maybe.
He's good. Don't doubt Bruce.
Well, I mean, the servo and the motor should be fine. Oh, windows are fogging up. We definitely got some water on the inside. The overhaul program is an outright success, though. He is so much more forgiving to drive when you're paying attention. A big part of that was the usual.
Ooh.
I'm gonna flip over.
Do you want me to maybe come down?
No, I just have to. I need to reverse.
Whoa, I'm in deep.
Yeah, I got to go through about the same. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, now, remember when we were going through the overhaul program and I said, oh, the receiver box, it's not really a receiver box because it doesn't have seals in it.
Go down there with your foot.
I'm just watching the water still dripping out of the bottom of his door.
Be the foot of God and make sure he just doesn't tip again.
Columbia Sportswear, bringing you shots like this. Okay. Now I can see a little bit better. Not better enough. Almost wet-footed it there. They are waterproof, but they don't come up. They're not wellies. They're not up to my knees. This is the thing I never take into consideration. I'm like, oh, they'll be fine. But what of us? Bruce, so help me. Oh, that's why. Little helper.
Set your camera in the water.
Did it go under? Yeah, a little bit. We'll see. We'll see if in the edit, yep. You're good. I mean, it's waterproof.
Dry off the lens, or?
It's, we went diving a little bit.
I was more worried about the fan.
Fan's still going. I can't hear it over the water. Usually I can hear the fan the whole time. Well, I can feel the fan vibrating the carbon fiber. I mean, when I talk about he fell over, the inside of his tool chest on his roof is fogging up. No, we're gonna have to help a brother out a little bit more.
Maybe go up.
Oh, I was like, maybe we should bring, Nigel or Dana the Zool. And I don't know. When this time of day rolls around, the thought is Bruce. I see where I'm crossing. Although, maybe not. No, I see it. I see it. I was going to cut across right there, but better to basically, the exact direction you're going. We don't have to worry about any more foam. The water's moving real fast. The white spare makes a humongous difference. Shout out inexplicable Amazon sellers. Set of 4 glue-on plastic wheels, $3.50.
Go in front of me.
On Prime. I don't know how that works. Like, how is that sustainable? Go down here, a little gnat-filled valley here. Yeah, the water's just getting more swift. This is dream terrain, though. I know that all of y'all's in places where they say, y'all, you get this year-round? We definitely do not. And the trailing experiment basically began after winter proper. So maybe, maybe we'll get to see how the other half lives. And it won't be, 90 degrees. Ooh, I see a mud hole.
This is so pretty.
I want to go look at it. When the water was much higher, it pooled. It pooled over here off to the side.
Well, I'm way over here.
I don't know. She's trying to play the card of I'm way over here, but that was a full rear ending. Ooh, Kids, do you want to know where diseases come from? Look. Ooh, tadpoles. There'll be frogs in there. That water is the color of Gatorade. If the color correction and color balancing doesn't translate, that is lemon lime Gatorade. Big old pool of lemon lime Gatorade filled with frogs. The wife is on the other side of the river. Oh, she's learning. She's learning remote control today. Best FJ40 tire there is. Trepador. Oh. I see it. Yeah.
It's dug in.
A little bit less wheel speed, perhaps. There you go. Give it a little.
I am.
Yep,
I'm trying.
perfect. We're gonna use the fog is gonna arise again. Get a little under the rump. You gotta forgive him. He's 15 pounds. We will. Okay, this is. Oh, she hopped it. I thought she was gonna have to drive this little narrow Strait of Gibraltar right here from over there.
I don't have hops, but apparently I have jumps.
Goodbye, Gatorade, frog-filled Gatorade water.
I want to see the frogs.
There's little tadpoles.
Oh, they're just tadpoles? Okay.
Yeah, no. Oh.
No, we're good.
It's just like tadpoles boring. That's like babies. Who wants to see babies?
No, the frogs are jumping around. Tadpoles are just swimming.
We are up on a plateau now. I thought there was going to be, I was like, oh, if we're lucky, there'll be a trickle out here. Still got two taillights. LEDs don't seem to mind too much. What I do not see, okay, Bruce. I don't see a mechanism to get to the other side. We're gonna go. When in doubt, beans. See, the ye old G-Wagon is definitely behaving more aired down because, for those unfamiliar, the Endura silicones have a real sweet spot, and that sweet spot is in between 465 and 525. There's a lot of 525 tires that they can absolutely spring to life. The Class 1s are good, but not great. It's almost as if the density never really matches what you're trying to pair that density to. There's just a cliff over there. I'm gonna do a little more sand climbing. And then the 575s have the failing of the insert A, weighs more than the tire that you're putting it in, and B, there's no differences in firmness / density. They all feel the same. The green and the blue are indistinguishable from one another. So Bruce is running what I call the non-Injoras, which just means they're not Injoras. They are definitely Injoras in Jade, and that blue, once cut down to that size, oh, that's wonderful.
Breeze.
Is appropriately soft. I'm gonna follow this tractor track up a ways and try not to sandify the GoPro. We already dipped it in the water for a second.
Or twist an ankle.
I got strong ankles. I don't wear shoes very often. We could be down on stream side, but we're on top of a 30-inch drop off. That's almost a meter for those of you out there. It's like 3/4 of a meter.
Uh-oh.
In betwixt gears.
I never touched it. I think it was just stuck on a rock.
I like how noisy that bird is. I didn't know how bad he needed the white spare until I see him out here. I'm thinking about sticking his rear plate just to his bumper. It won't be nearly as visible, but I don't know. I like the aesthetic. Trailing is about as much about aesthetic as it is anything else, I feel. On the high scent. Now we've probably got a drop of a good meter. Trepador's great in sand. You put 15 pounds down on top of them. I have felt like I'm going to tip over the whole time we've been right here. Bruce already had the king tip over of the day, so he fell into rushing water. Luckily, don't you get that close to that edge. Voomp. Sun is hot for all of us. The side windows have already defogged. Actually should be really cool from the inside cam, which I'm thinking about fabricating a fan for, because we've already got power running to the back for the LEDs. Can put a little 5-volt fan back there, keep the Sony cool.
How heavy are you trying to get, Bruce?
Well, that fan will be the size of a quarter. A little bit smaller than this thing. Hopefully Bruce isn't going to pick up a ton more weight. The future goal is keep Bruce a legal bowling ball. So he cannot exceed 16 pounds.
I feel like they could have gotten down right here. Maybe?
Yeah, I think we could.
Well, should we test it with her?
Yeah. Jade is a lot better at... Where are you going? Oh, just right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have that no problem. The center of gravity difference is substantial, is not a term that would adequately sum it up. You just watch Bruce and Nigel drive at the same time. There is so much weight high on the FJ40. Hard body, baby. I mean, we've already been near the foam. I know we don't want to get bird-borne diseases, but how do you not, right? What do we gotta put a feather in his cap here. That is a huge feather, actually. There we go. Yeah. Bruce is sporting now. There's some crumbly poop.
Jade's hanging out down here.
I've acclimated and accustomed to the cam cooler weight far more quickly than I would have anticipated.
Oops.
Do I want... See, we'd have to be in the water around that corner, and that corner is really swift. All right, we're gonna take the path of discretion. Well, Bruce is. Whoa. Fusion 1200. Relatively recently, relative to this, yeah, the guy on the motorcycle that came through here, that is bold. Because even my feet are squishing and falling around the whole way. Cutting in that close to the water, although maybe the water wasn't that close to this edge, his track runs right through the middle of this. Relative to the recording of this, I learned, it was a TIL moment, the Fusion SE does not have FBR. It does not have forward brake reverse mode.
Oh.
You can turn FOC on and off, but you can't do forward brake reverse. I did not know that. I only learned that recently. So, I mean, it's swift. We either cross or we go back up onto the plateau, and that is going to be way softer than it even looks. All right.
I don't know about crossing right there. Right here? Come down?
Probably, like, you see that rock that's a little bit bigger than the rest?
Yeah.
Aim towards that guy, because right down here it gets really deep, relatively speaking. Woo!
She almost went with the water.
That was a proper swift water crossing. Let's see if the big man gets pushed around. The drop in is going to be the trouble. There we go. And
yeah, he got pushed. He's getting pushed a little.
he definitely got pushed a little. Oh, we can just let's see. Oh, yeah. You won't make as big of, oh, that's not nice. So I pushed a not insignificant amount of sand out of the way, and then she just walks up the hill.
Oh, there is
Don't you,
there is a
Bruce?
little weight difference between us.
The vehicles are somewhat representative. Light and more agile. Heavy. Now we get to
Oh, but you
now
get
we
to
get
see
to
our
do
shadows.
proper remote control stuff. Well, I'm going where I can see a little better.
Oh.
Bruce will find a stick buried in the ground.
Bruce loves sticks.
He loves sticks. In between gears again.
I didn't change. It's when it gets stuck on a rock.
That 2-speed shifter in there, it is a result of combining too many aftermarket parts with one another.
Was Bruce trying
I
to
don't
take
know
me
how
out?
I'm going to get up that face and not roll out. I'm like that. I can't do a 45-degree angle like that. It's it's not a thing. We can't air down, so we'll slow down. Come on, big man. Come on, Troubadours. I think he's got it. That was a symphony of ground pressure right there. Bruce is putting a lot of weight, a lot of PSI on those tires. And the cut silicones are basically, because I turned them inside out, so it's just ribs facing out. And the ribs I think they're doing the thing. We are way up on an edge here. Okay, they're heading off. Bruce. He's still finding sticks. There we go.
Oh, Bruce. Number 2.
Well, I can't see anything.
Oh, me either.
I'm putting leaf springs on that TRX4. We're just gonna put leaf springs on it. She gives me too much business. Like, you saw how far I had to walk. That's not fair. Yeah, but now I have an advantage because I can try to drive her places that will flip her vehicle over because she's 25 feet away. And she is, come on, dang it. I mean, if it's measured in flops, Bruce is never going to win unless the race is to the most flops.
Yeah, but the only reason I'm getting less flops is I'm starting to get better at driving.
I'm not going to be able to tell what she said until I get in the edit. Because all I hear is motor noise and water. Ooh. Waterfall. There's 3. Oh, look at the water. No. That's the toolbox. Yeah. Bruce is literally full of water. Camera's still running. Yep. Water is still dripping out of the door panels all the time. Waterfall.
Are we crossing back over?
I'm looking at, like, if I cross, is there a way to get, I mean, the best way is back up where we were. I don't know if I can. That was almost number 4.
Oh, so it should be wide enough for us to keep going?
I want to at least get to the waterfall. Where did I come down? Okay, right there. We get into a bit of a problem where the size of the tire, not that much bigger than the stock tire, but when the FJ40 comes out of the box, it's 4-linked, and it comes to life spiritually on leafs. And the tires, I don't think any mic will pick it up, but sometimes you'll hear like a cluck, 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 which is the tire biting into the leaf and vice versa. I can't, again, ultra shout out to Cam Cooler. I think the GoPro's gonna outlast me. I am hot. It is proper hot, and this thing is still going. We're about to hit 40 minutes on the total record time. Let me put it this way. The carbon fiber selfie stick, to which the camera's, here's my chance. Dang it. She can't see at all from over there. She's 20 feet away. The carbon fiber selfie stick is getting hot. Like, it's getting hot to hold on to. We are getting warm. So hopefully on our return drive, it'll dry these guys out. I feel like I would need to hand to God this log, but I don't know if I can. All right, let's see what we're working with on the log. Nope. I ain't that dude. I ain't that dude. If I go down where Jade just went, if I go down there, I'm not getting back out. You want to go, if you go around those, like in between the big egg rock and the other one, go between that and go up that little ledge right in between. So back up more. Let me try to, I'm going to try to help Bruce out over this. Yeah, right through there. There you go. Yep. Almost. We crawling now. I think you want to get even more, like maybe even try to go between these two. Right, yeah, right there. There, perfect. A little more beans, there you go. Solid. You know, I'm a sucker for a waterfall. That definitely qualifies. That's 10th scale waterfall. You would not want to go in there. I'm looking upstream and I'm like, where can we get Bruce across for the return trip? I see the return trip. All right, here we go. This, I don't like this. Go ahead of me. Just run right parallel to me right there. There you go. Okay, we're gonna do that thing. We're gonna do the move of cowardice. Oh, he was fine. No. The move of cowardice is, of course, where you walk with your shin, the side of your calf, basically on your door panel, so that so that if a roll attempts to initiate, you can block it with your body. Oh, Bruce, excellent. I'm gonna stay up a little high right here. Again, I will make all the excuses in the world. Bruce's current suspension configuration now has 1 3/4 runs on it. Jade is fully broken in, and if anything is more at an advantage, because back on the 2.2s with the silicones, and those silicones are just conforming like crazy. So now I gotta find spots where he's not gonna flop. He doesn't feel top heavy right up until he does, and when he feels top heavy, it's like that. What am I feeling? Japanese game show in my head where they've got like a safety helmet and it has like a 5-pound weight plate on the top of it, and they're running, and you find out what 5 pounds on the top of your head will just pull you in whatever direction. That's Bruce. It's like wearing your backpack on top of your head is what it's like. All right. I still, like, if I get across, it's got to be a lift to get him up.
Yeah.
All right. Bruce is going to man up. That looks deep and swift. Can I? Okay. Boop, boop. It's choppy, but that water is a little deeper than I like, and certainly faster moving. Bruce is constantly building. You need to steer to your right. So back up a little bit. Okay, now full steer right. Okay, go forward. All right, straighten out. There you go. You got it. That is some blind driving via spotting there. And I am not a I am not a spotter. I am not a good spotter. You'll fit between those two rocks a lot more easily than Bruce did. Yeah. Easy peasy. I was watching the green one and not the blue one. I need to pay more attention to the blue one. I'm taking it. It's iffy. The low voltage alarm is going off non-stop. You'll hear the beep beep. We're at 11.9 volts, but when we're applying FOC throttle and the steering at the same time, I don't like this. There we go. Did I pop the windshield out again? Yep. Like, I need to take it apart every once in a while, so I don't want to glue it. But I do wish, if I had a singular wish about the FMS FJ40, it is actually this, that they had put a screw. I don't know where they would have put it. I'm not an engineer. But they had put a screw to attach the windshield to the rest of the thing. It's just tension. While we're on that wish, how about, FMS, you don't use like 1.6 millimeter fasteners to attach the top of the vehicle to the bottom of the vehicle. Basically, mine are all cored out and are running M2s now. Big, long M2s. Because, as I mentioned, half of his body's weight, or nearabouts, is above the door handles. So that is a lot of weight to entrust to a screw that, and I'm not going to say belongs on a 24th scale, because 24th scales are abominations. Come at me. Prior to meeting crawlers, I would have said there's no place in this universe for anything smaller than an M3. But M2.5s get the job done in a lot of times. M2s, you know, if we're talking about beadlocks, I will begrudgingly accept M2s. But M2s in any sort of structural situation where they're supposed to hold things together, I do not like. And I like M1.6s even less. I love how they run. Wish I could run. Those little loud birds, I think that, don't quote me. I'm not a birdologist. Yes, I know it's an ornithologist. I'm not a birdologist, but I think they're plovers. They're black and white, and they have little long spindly stick legs. They're very loud, and they make a lot of noise. And I like that, because I have stick legs. I make a lot of noise. We're kindred bird spirits, in a way. Another waterfall, we'll make it second waterfall. Ooh, this is just a crick now. Can't believe Bruce hasn't lost his feather. All right, I've painted myself into a corner. I should have gone over here where it is very peaceful. All right, see if you can, right? Okay, yeah. Right where I went up. She's going behind me. Whoa! I went behind me and didn't see that. Yeah. Honestly, I had said that she had an advantage because of the 2.2s, and I do think that the weight of those silicones is helping, but I also think in equal measure that the 1904s that she was running on the 1.9s, I think the 1904s would be doing a little bit better than this, than the RTs. The RT doesn't have that tread directionality that canyon trails have. And while the 1904 isn't explicitly directional, it has a lot more gap. It has more tread gap. So it handles the sand a bit better.
I can't see a thing.
Okay, you're just gonna go, no steering input, just go straight. A little bit right.
Watch, Bruce.
Okay, a little more right. A little more right. Okay, stop, back up a little bit. Okay, right hand. Power. All right. Yep. There you go. Proper rock crawling. Could not see her vehicle at all. I have arrived at the basically certainty that to get these guys to the other side, we are separated here. To get these guys to the other side, I'm going to have to pick them up. The water is getting deep and fast. Yeah, I'm not comfortable driving across that. So we will.
Oh, there's another proper waterfall though.
I know. We'll get to that one from the other side. Okay. Very risky.
Just set her down.
Oh, there we go. I did the very light one first.
You want me to hold the camera?
Okay. You got to pick Bruce up by the middle. Oh, because he is, as said, a bowling ball. Okay, so I would like to point out for my co-pilot, that just fell out of Bruce.
Ew.
Bruce just pooped. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. More poop?
Yep.
We're now back to following the track that motorcycle made. I don't trust motorcycles. I know, at least on some level, ironic for a guy that rode a bicycle for like 8 years, every day. But I only like them analog. Yeah, we're not getting any farther than this down here at Creekside because it just turns proper. This is the mountain stream at this point. That is, and if you'll recall, oh my goodness, if you will recall, think back to a Wheelin Wednesday of about like a month ago. This was completely, I'll gesture with my foot because it's down there, flat all the way across. Like that rock, center of frame, was effectively underground. We drove right down the middle of this and it was flat. So this stream has moved, well, I mean, it does not show how high. We are in a hole 15 feet deep. So all this sand is, I'm gesturing over my shoulder, but all that sand is that way. You can't stop water. You can't stop water. That's crazy. So there is our exit, because it takes us right up to the levee road. And then that we'll tie that in, and it'll take us right back to the car. Or, alternately, shorter route, we cross the water and we go, I like this way.
Yeah.
Remember how fun that was to get up there? Now, the water's really shallow right there. So we might be able to just get across to the other side. That's definitely shorter, because this way we have to go all the way around where we were. And I am schwitzen. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna figure out a route out of here. I look down at the battery icon is almost nothing on the GoPro. You know what we did? We did proper stuff, man. We'll get Bruce up here for the don't you flop on the last one. There we go. Look at these two. That is good stuff. This is a Wheelin' Wednesday. Look at the sky. Now look back at the ground. It is all good out here today. It's a little hot, but I will take it, because every once in a while a breeze blows and it's really nice. Bruce is having a great time. Jade's having a good time. I'm having a good time.
I'm having a good time.
She's having a good, her feet are dry. She even has those pants, those Columbia pants, where you can roll the bottoms up and button them to the side, which she would never do. she would never be seen with the pants rolled up and buttoned.
That'll give me a weird tan line.
So, thank you so much, everybody. Cam Cooler and Columbia, the double factor for the win. My feet are dry. This camera is cool. The battery is about to run out. We thank you so much for joining us here. We're gonna figure a way out of here, because we have to, that looks a little high for these two, yeah? Yeah. We'll figure a way out of here, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining us, everybody. In between now and when we meet again, please one and all do your very best. Have a good one, everybody. Rattled it off. Thus ends the Midwest Goodbye. It's not, I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it. If you don't have a trail rig, get one. You deserve it.